I do this to bring awareness to stroke, TBI, aphasia, brain injury, and also to provide a platform for all survivors to share their stories, their journeys, what they're going through, and also bring on experts in brain health to share their knowledge with all of us. So anyway, um, my guest this morning is the one and only Jennie DeSoto, and she had her stroke in 2014 in May. But we'll get into that in a little bit. So also, please ask questions, make comments, and get involved this morning. And also, please, if you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, it's called Let's Talk Stroke. Please do that. And also, I'll say it at the end of the show too, but salute Tom Williamson. His birthday is today. So 10 minutes after the hour, not this hour, but the next hour, Salute's going to come on early, and they're going to celebrate his birthday, and also their friend Bill will also have some comments to say there too. So good morning, Salute and Cheryl and Lynette. Nice to see you. So we are just going to go ahead and get started. Taking a chance. All righty, I see you there. So please, all of us, let's welcome the one and only Jennie DeSoto. Hey, how are you? Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
Perfect. You can see the comments, and Bo, before Bo is in Norway, and I know there's some issues out there because of the war that's going on. Hope you're doing okay there, Bo. So nice to see you, and all of you. Love this. So what do you think there, Jennie? Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I'm so glad it worked out good. I know we did the test yesterday or the day before, and you were on your cell phone. We had kind of some issues, but it's all good. You're on your computer now, and so wow, here we are. You see the comments. I mean, you guys are awesome here. This is great.
Oh wow, they fly fast.
Yeah, that's the thing. They do go by fast. I can bring them up, but here they are. So Jennie, I mean, I know my short-term memory, but who before you had your stroke in 2014. What were you doing before that? I mean, you were
I was a divorced single mom of a
right.
7-year-old. I had just gotten laid off from my position at MetLife Stadium. I was a human resources manager there, and unfortunately, when I got laid off, I lost my insurance.
Yeah. Tough.
Yeah.
So how long after that did your brain injury happen? Your stroke?
It was about maybe a month after.
Wow. You think?
Yeah, May 9th of 2014.
Wow. We don't forget our days, don't we? We don't forget those.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. So, but yes, Michelle, it does suck. But your daughter was 7 years old at the time.
Correct.
What grade is that? That's
second.
Second grade. Okay. Oops. So, what was she doing? I mean, that's amazing. Love your story. Not me, for what it's worth.
My daughter was actually in her bedroom, I guess, playing video games or whatever on her little DS. And the bathroom, which I was in, was right across from her bedroom.
Right.
She heard me fall when the blood clot hit my brain.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I went face first into the bathroom floor. Blood
Crazy.
clot hit my brain, and face first I went.
Wow.
And I laid there on the floor not knowing what the heck happened to me. Why my left side wasn't working, why I couldn't get up. I had no idea I could have a stroke at 41.
Right. Really, like we talked, you didn't know what a stroke was, like me.
I did not.
Yeah. I just always, I hate to say it, I thought it was just the elderly that had that, and I didn't know really what it was.
Yeah, strokes were I mean, my mother had had an aneurysm in 2010, so I knew that, she had a stroke at birth, so I knew that, strokes were possible at any age, but I didn't know, it wasn't something that I was aware of, that I was
Right,
paid attention to, I should say.
right, right. Um, yeah, that's just
No.
crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know that they could be hereditary either.
Right, right. So you both brain aneurysm is kind of like the same thing. It really is.
Well, she had a bleed aneurysm in
Yeah.
2010 in her 50s.
Wow.
Yeah, unfortunately. And then when she had her aneurysm, they had found that she already had something go on in her brain. That she had a stroke at birth.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah. And in the
Wow.
50s, no, they didn't know these things.
Not at all. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very advanced now compared to how it was in the 50s. But
Yeah.
wow. So then, but your daughter played a big role in this.
She did. Thank God they were teaching him in second grade how to dial 911. So
Wow.
she heard me cry out, and she came to the bathroom, saw me laying there, and I was trying to call 911 on my cell phone, but unfortunately, my brain wasn't working well enough to actually dial 911 on my cell phone. So she ran to the living room, grabbed the house phone, and dialed 911 and said, "My mommy fell and can't get up. Come help." And then she
Wow.
let the paramedics in,
Wow. Good for
and
her.
unfortunately saw me go out on the freaking stretcher. So it was traumatic for her. She's
Oh,
15
absolutely.
now.
Wow. So what
Yeah.
happened after that? I mean, who was anybody with you too?
Well, my daughter actually, the paramedics brought her down to the lady who lived on the first floor. I was in a multifamily house.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the lady who lived on the first floor watched her until my ex-husband could come, her father could come and get her.
Wow.
Yeah. And when
That's
I arrived at the hospital, I was fully alert and I was screaming, what the F happened to me? Why am I here?
right. And did they tell you right there?
Well, I don't really remember,
Yeah.
but I do remember my neurologist afterwards telling me that she thought I was going to be a pip.
Oh, really? Wow. That's yeah. If you see some of these comments, it's really amazing. I mean, like Lynette, it's so scary for her. Scary experience for and just incredible. Yeah. Bless your daughter. What is her name?
Angelina, she's my little angel.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. Um, no, no kidding. Wow, she is your guardian angel.
Truly.
Yeah. Wow. So after that, you go to you're in the hospital.
Correct.
Probably ICU, I would guess.
I was in ICU for a few months.
Wow.
Yeah, because I had a massive ischemic stroke.
Yeah.
I sent you the picture of my brain.
Yeah. I that's what I promoted. In the promo, I put you that for you probably saw it. So
Yeah, the blood clot hit my middle cerebral artery and knocked out blood flow to part of my frontal and parietal lobes.
right, right.
But
Wow.
thankfully, I didn't lose my speech. I just lost use of the left side of my body,
Right.
which is
Exactly.
slowly coming back.
Yeah, you're working hard at it. I mean, it's so nice that you have the ability to go to therapy all the time.
Not all the time. I have 2.5 hours of therapy a week for
Right,
each occupational and physical. 2.5
right.
hours of each.
Wow,
So
wow.
thankfully, I get physical and occupational twice a week. And I have to say, don't give up to all you stroke survivors out there because it's been 7 years since my stroke, and I'm just now starting to get use of my hand. So
Yeah,
don't give up. It's
you
not
know,
true what they say that recovery only comes within the first few months because I'm 7 years out and I'm just now getting some use of my hand. I mean,
you,
it's not a lot, but
yeah. But those little, like we always say, you celebrate those little wins, and like like you just said that the first I I was told that I'm sure obviously you've been told that recovery or you you don't well they say you plateau. I don't know. Has anybody told you that in the
plateau is
beginning?
an insurance word.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, See, Jana, yeah, it's wonderful to hear. You don't no giving up, and Um, we talked this morning about, and I see Mike Peters saying heart attack, stroke, sepsis. So he had that, but amazing. But so yeah, so after that, you spent months in the hospital. Just amazing.
Correct. Yes.
Wow.
And then I was released because I didn't have health insurance. I was released to a nursing rehab, which basically was a nursing home. I was the
So,
youngest one there at 41.
right.
And the therapy there was like senior citizen therapy, I called it. Had I
Yeah.
had insurance, I probably would have been sent to a better rehab.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
So so you didn't really get a whole bunch of therapy in that place in the nursing home.
Not really.
Yeah. Oh, you always I wonder what did they what was going through your mind when you were put in that nursing home? Did you think this is it or
Initially I was delusional because I was so strong prior to my stroke.
right?
I
Yeah.
thought I'd bounce back quickly, but then reality hit.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. How was your mental health at that time?
I went through a period of depression, but thankfully I had a good set of friends who came regularly to pep me up.
Wow. That nice to hear that because a lot of people, as when you have stroke or brain injury, not all your friends kind of stick around.
I'm blessed to have my set of girls, that I was friends with prior to my stroke. We're a
Right,
strong knit group.
right,
Prior to Cobra, we used to do the monthly gathering of the girls because I'm down in South Jersey now by Philly, and most of my girls were up by New York City and North Jersey and in New York City.
right. That's nice. You still stay in contact with them?
I do. But since COVID, hit, we don't get together, obviously.
Right,
But
right.
we're doing Zooms.
Yeah. Wow, wow. Yeah, just you're looking at some of these comments over there. That's right, Marina. Thanks for sharing your journey. And yes, good friends are so important when something like this happens to us. So, who else? Was anybody around with you when you had besides your your daughter, but you had your ex-husband was there just to take care of it,
Well, he picked her up after I was in the hospital. I was home alone. I was a single mom. It was just
right?
me and her,
Right?
so, you know, you never know what can happen. So always be prepared.
Yeah, exactly. And I
To
mean,
those out there who are not part of the stroke community, you know, definitely be prepared because this can happen to you tomorrow and you don't know.
right. Now, did you always? I can't remember. Do you always keep your phone with you prior to
Yes.
prior to your stroke?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Good to hear. And now you probably live with it now.
Oh, yes. Because I live alone in this one bedroom apartment that the rehab I'm at provides me. I
Right.
keep my phone on me at all times in case of emergency.
Right. Wow. Just incredible. Wow. So good morning, Bruce. And I forgot to say good morning. Well, I see Janet. Mike Dos Megan, I know you're out there too. So, and Robin, nice to see you guys out here. Even you, Mike Peters. Just kidding, Mike. But so Jenny, yeah, Marina's asking where you live, but you're in South Jersey, or
I'm in Mount Laurel in South Jersey, right outside of Philly.
right? There you go, Marina. Yeah. So when you went through the initial thing, probably we all go through that depression state and thinking you're lost. What do I do? What do I do now?
Correct.
Wow.
But growing up as a teenager, I was part of a music scene called hardcore scene, and within that scene, positive mental attitude was very much prevalent.
Wow. Wow. Um,
So then music actually helped me a lot.
yeah. Oh, I know. It's so important. So did you play an instrument or was it just singing or just,
Well, I meant listening to music while I was in the
oh,
hospital. One of my
yeah.
friends had brought me my phone, so I was able to listen to music, which helped me.
Yeah. Wow. So it's just amazing. You're in the hospital for not just months, lots of months.
Well, it was about 3 months.
Wow, man, you beat me. So what now? What do you? I can see Marina say. What are your deficits right now? But I mean,
Uh,
you're the
Currently,
what?
my deficits are my left arm and leg, but I also have attention deficit disorder, which has gotten a lot worse post stroke.
Right?
So I have the attention span of a goldfish. My girlfriends would joke with me prior to my stroke that, oh, look, shiny object.
Yeah. My gosh. Wow. So do you wear? I mean, I call mine an AFO,
Uh, I should actually, but I need to get the shoes to wear it correctly. I
cool.
have what they call a Ritchie brace.
Right?
It's not an AFO. It's a drop foot brace, but they call it the Ritchie brace because it has hinges on each side of the ankle that
Oh,
bring
okay.
the toes up.
Yeah, which is nice because you have drop foot.
I do,
Yeah,
and I have a subluxation in my shoulder.
yeah, yeah. That's one of the worst parts. Just sitting there, you have to keep it propped up, weight
Oh
bearing.
my gosh, and the pain.
Yeah,
See, I have full sensation on the left side of my body. I can feel, and
right,
my skin is hypersensitive.
right.
But the pain with my scapula falling out of place is brutal.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, so Mike says he's been to Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Cherry Hill is about 20 minutes away. Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, yeah. So you have definitely the right side, and are you sensitive to
Left side.
your left side? I'm looking at my side. Um, do you do you have sensitive to cold or hot?
I do. Like if I'm outside and I'm cold, when I come inside, my left side of my body stays cold.
Wow. Yeah.
Takes a while for it to warm up.
Right.
And because I
Right.
live in New Jersey and Ma Nature is going through a friggin' menopause, having hot flashes and then going
Yeah.
back to cold, I swear she's on the sauce.
Oh, that's funny. Wow. So so after the your you said you don't take your brace off. Oh, you keep it off when you're at home, or
Yes.
wow.
I mean, I could walk with the cane and without the brace, but I don't. Unfortunately, my leg fatigues, so I can't walk far
Right.
yet.
Right.
Keyword yet.
Yeah, exactly. So you do have neural fatigue.
Oh my goodness, neuro fatigue is brutal. Like
Yeah.
if I go out, say to the store, my brain fatigues fast. When
Wow.
chaos is around me, my brain fatigues fast.
Right. As far as brain injury, how do you handle when people are if there's a lot of people around? Is that confusing to you? For a lot of people, it is.
Overwhelming.
Yeah. To try and concentrate on one person.
Yes, it's very difficult. So like my occupational therapist usually brings me into a room alone so I can focus on doing things with my hand. Like yesterday I was stacking cones with my left arm,
Yeah.
grasping them, but then I have to assist with my right hand to bring them from the left side to the right side, stacking.
Yeah. That's good. That's such a good therapeutic for occupational. I completely understand that. Wow. So
Yeah.
so
And with
what
the
else
AD, it's worse
is
being
it?
around chaos. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Yeah. I'm looking at some of these comments here. Yeah, I see that. T. Um, I've been asked why I sleep so much. It, fatigue is brutal. Um, was when was your CBI? It was May 2014.
Correct. May 9th of 2014, I had a stroke. Ischemic.
Yes. Now, do you know what caused it? Do you think?
Actually, my neurologist says stress is what caused it because I was a single mom, trying to keep a roof over my kid's head. Losing my job, unemployment in New Jersey barely covered the rent.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Not, yeah. So
So
Social
stress was
Security.
it.
Yeah. So now, no more working.
No, unfortunately, my job right now is recovery.
Yeah, exactly. It's a full-time job. I always say stroke is not for the weak.
No, not at all.
There you go. Perfect.
Trying to read the comments.
Oh, let's see. There's weather is having mood swings. Yeah, bleed. Gail's asking blood bleed.
I
Yeah,
did not have a bleed. I had a clot.
yeah. Typically, a ischemic stroke is the clot.
Yeah, like I had said, the clot hit my middle cerebral artery and then it went to my frontal and parietal lobes on the right side.
Did you get a headache or any
I
kind of?
had no warning ahead of time. Unfortunately, there was no, I did not have like weakness on my left side. I did not have any headache. I didn't have any warnings. It just,
Wow,
boom, blood clot to the brain, face first to the floor.
that's pretty darn quick.
Hmm.
Wow. Um,
I didn't have high blood pressure. I didn't have high cholesterol. It was stress.
wow. It
Yeah.
must be serious stress. I mean, because that's
Well, when you live alone and you're a single mom and you're trying to keep a roof over your kid's
true.
head, trying to feed her, you know,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on. And prior to that, I had to do a projection of the future budget analysis at MetLife Stadium. So I was bringing work home, stressing, and then like a week after that, after presenting to both owners of the teams of Mets of the Giants,
Wow.
sorry,
Yeah.
and owner of MetLife Stadium, which was stressful. I was bringing
Right.
work home, doing this budget analysis, and then I get laid off so they can hire a temp.
Yeah. Oh, really? Wow. That didn't make you feel good. The same thing.
But
Wow.
my point being is stress can kill you, so beware.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, some people, like my wife, same thing. She gets really stressed out at her job, and I keep telling her, it's like easier
Well,
said than
my
done.
advice is, do you work to live or do you live to work? You know, you got to work to live.
Yeah. Good point there.
Yeah.
Um, Gail, I agree. Self care is a priority. So I'm keeping the track of the comments here. Um, do you, let's see, the other is saying, how was your daughter managed the shock?
Unfortunately, my daughter is very sensitive. She's
Uh,
become a very empathetic person and she tends to take on other people's issues now as her own because of what happened to me. She's
yeah,
15 and lives with her dad, and she's I mean, she's a beautiful, smart girl, but she's empathetic to the point that it's detrimental to her.
wow,
Yeah.
that's incredible. Wow, there's so yeah, HR is pretty darn stressful, T. That's right. Wow. So what else of you that we haven't covered as far as your stroke? I mean, you're in the hospital and now you're still in therapy. That's still you're going, and it's better than. And you're seeing the good thing is you're still seeing improvements after
Correct.
7
It's
years.
been 7 years since my stroke, and I'm just now getting movement in my hand.
Yeah. See, it's
So
rewiring your brain.
don't believe what the doctors tell you when they say that, you know, you won't recover. You know, you can only recover within a certain period of time. A lot of times they tell you that so that you don't sue them, you know.
Right.
So keep the faith and keep trying because it is possible to regain movement or regain any deficit that you had experienced after your
Right.
injury if
Absolutely.
you keep working towards it.
Yeah. Exactly. Um,
But remember, every injury is different, so every recovery is different. So don't compare yourself to anybody else.
Very true. I know. I've had so many people, as you know, on my show, and every story is unique.
Correct.
Yeah, it's incredible. So, yeah, your brain keeps rewiring itself, and
Neuroplasticity.
that's it. Exactly. Wow. So what's your main goal in your therapy? I mean, I know it's recovery and getting better, but is there?
I mean, right now, once I recover well enough to get out on my own outside of this neuro restorative rehabilitation, because there are things that I'm not able to do, like change the fitted sheet on my bed. I've tried one-handed, but oof, there
Yeah,
are things that I need assistance with.
yeah,
And when I do get better, I say better, better than I am now.
sure.
I want to become an advocate for those in my shoes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so important too, because so many people think it's over. This is it. How can I keep going on? Since it's like me, on your one side, the flaccid or the,
I mean, this is my arm right now. You see how my wrist just drops?
yep, understand?
I'm not able to lift my wrist on my own. But with a assist from my right side, I'm able to grasp a little bit. And you know, every
Yeah. Now, do you, um, yeah, it is, Mrs. Marina said, text me about 20 minutes to put my face sheet on. I'm rolling around on the bed laughing my butt off. Yeah.
Yeah, I end up like a starfish flat on my bed trying to do it, so I
Yeah.
need assistance.
Yeah. I mean, how about the tying of the shoes? Do you,
I have not mastered that yet.
okay. I'll have to,
I know
I don't know if
you sent me a tutorial on it, but unfortunately, I have not mastered how to do it one-handed.
uh, that's, I have now. I mean, I do it. I was taught by my therapist that has only one arm. So he
Oh
showed me how
wow!
to do it. Yeah. So, there's a way to do it. I'll show you. I actually made a video of it. So for
Yes, you had
people.
sent me the video, and unfortunately, I still can't master it.
Right. Yeah. Oh, you'll get there. Let's see. Paul, nice to see you. And Marina's saying she's exhausted after that.
I use my teeth to assist me in how to do things in place of my left arm, like putting a pillowcase on my pillow. I'll like you put one side of my teeth and then use my right hand to like do things, trying to get the pillow in the pillowcase.
Right.
But I
Right.
do use my teeth a lot to assist me in my
Yeah.
left hand side.
Yeah. It's so funny what we do now. How we have
Compensation.
to, yeah, compensate and like for one side or the other. Like you're using your teeth. Wow. Yeah. But at least you're doing a great job. That's right, Marina. Um, Robin, I'll send the video out there for me tying the shoes she asked. But yeah, so how long do you think you're going to be there? Is Who's it up to? I mean, I don't want to get personal. Is that like the fate or
Right now, it's up to me because I'm
okay?
part of a rehabilitation facility.
Yeah,
Some people get sent to assisted living facilities, you know.
yeah,
Unfortunately, right now, I cannot afford to live on my own
right, right.
in New Jersey, per se.
Oh yeah, I know. Now it's been getting worse and worse out there in this
Oh, wait,
world.
you froze.
Oh, did it? Yeah. Every once in a while, like when you said I froze, you froze too. Even though it's yeah. Oh gosh, so funny. Uh, Teeth, yeah, Mike. Um, and just go back to uh, yeah, I forgot, but you're sound like you're doing really good though. I mean, I'm really happy to see that you're admitting that 7 years later, you're seeing improvement. I mean,
Correct.
isn't that great?
And that's why I'm positive to say to other people, do not give up because, if you work hard, there is possibility that you can regain a deficit.
Right, right. Well, thank you, Salute. She just said you both are not frozen. Um, yeah. Um, so funny. Some of these comments here from Joanna. Yeah, it's it's amazing that 7 years. Not amazing because I'm 11 years out and I'm seeing small improvements too. Um, yeah, Paul, I agree. Just don't give in.
Never give up. Never give in.
Yeah,
Forever
exactly.
forward.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Good morning, Yvonne. Why you're here? Just tried to just show up.
Why?
Yes, you are. Look at all this. You've got such a great following here. Yeah, they all love you. 7 years later, what a journey. Yeah, I always say, right? Stroke is not for the weak, everybody. Not at all. So, so you're gonna go ahead if you were gonna say something.
Yeah, growing up, my dad was a Marine, so it was instilled into me to work hard, and don't
Right.
half-ass anything. Excuse
Yeah.
my language.
So did you travel around in your younger days? Because Ura.
Yeah, hoorah, but no, I didn't travel. My dad was a Marine. So when I was a teenager, he instilled a hard work ethic in me. So that to this day still rings true.
Yeah, that's good. Good for you. Um, Thank you, guys. See this? Yeah, and I know, Robin. I know. I remember that you weren't thrilled about, but progress does come. I mean, look at Jenny. She's a perfect example. 7 years out, and you know, and exactly. So what would you tell people out there that are, because we've talked many times. And I own Slew's thing. What would you tell people that are like new? I don't want to say newbies, but they're new stroke survivors, new brain injury survivors that they think, what, this, sucks. What's
My
your what?
advice to them would be is you're not alone, that there are many of us out there that have gone through this and that, there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely, there is exactly, um, and it is light at the end of the tunnel. And even if I mean, look at you, you're living alone, and look at the positive mental attitude you have. Do you have those days? I'm sure, which we all have. That you get yourself in a rut.
There are days, good days and bad days with anything.
Absolutely.
But one thing I do have to say is that look at the side effects of any medication that you're on because unfortunately I was put on a medication just after my stroke. One of the side effects was depression and what have you. And when I came off of that medication, I started to feel a lot better. So always look at side effects of any medication that a doctor puts you on
You
and
know
ask,
what?
why am I being put on this?
Right.
Question everything.
Do you ever? Because people are always telling me, just believe what the doctors tell me. And but now we've learned to advocate for ourselves. And now I just my 2 cents worth. I always go to the pharmacist and said, I had a seizure, and he goes, because the medication that you're on, there's side effect is that. So you know,
Actually, that is what happened with me. The doctor had put me on Xanax for anxiety because I
yeah,
suffer anxiety. And the biggest side effect of Xanax is seizures. And
yeah,
I had a seizure. When I came back from the hospital, I was like, what the heck? Are you freaking nuts? Why
right.
would you put me on Xanax knowing that the side effects is a seizure? And now I have epilepsy, so I have to take seizure medication.
So what is the? Do you mind me asking what the medication is? Because I tell you mine is.
Unfortunately, the doctor told me, "Oh, well, the benefit outweighing this, side effect." I'm like, "I'd rather have anxiety than epilepsy."
Yeah, exactly. Because it was Xanax.
Yes,
Yeah,
Xanax is what caused me to have epilepsy. So
right.
now,
Yeah,
unfortunately, I have to have medication the rest of my life because I ended up having a seizure.
yeah. That's it's funny. I think we all can relate. Like I said in the beginning, they're all unique. All these stories are unique. But so the seizures, I'm part of that. You have that. Um, are you on Keppra or any of that?
I am on Keppra and Triliptal.
Okay.
I take them both twice a day.
Yeah, I know the Keppra part of it. Wow. So one of the last things too is when we talk, do you prepare if you're going to go somewhere? Do you think, okay, I've got to go downstairs, I've got to go this? Um,
I always have to be prepared. I have to know where I'm going, what time I'm going, what's going on, where I'm going to be, how I'm going to get there. Preparation is key. But then again, that also stems from me having a dad that was a Marine. You
right.
know, be prepared.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things now with me that it's gotten to the point where, I ask questions about everything, and I
Yeah.
have to give myself time to prepare.
Yeah. Absolutely. Unbelievable. And I love asking that question because we usually get a lot of comments saying, like Marina, me too. Um, right? I mean, you got to figure out, like what you said, Marina, about, um, and you said it too, Jenny, the like walking down the stairs, or where am I going? How many people are going to be there? Um, it's just tough to go to places when you have such a,
Yeah, I
issues
don't
on
fly
one
by the
side.
seat of my pants anymore, unfortunately.
What's that?
I don't fly by the seat of my pants anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, I totally understand.
But then again, I lose track of time. So one of the tips I can give you, though, to those out there who
Yeah,
is use your phone. There are alarms and reminders on your phone, depending upon what kind of phone you have. I use alarms for everything. I take medication at 8 o'clock in the morning. I set an alarm for 7:45 so that I'm prepared. And I set reminders on my phone too,
yeah,
similar to a calendar.
right.
You know,
Yeah, it's so much easier. I mean, to have my phone and look, everything goes in the phone. I mean,
but
well,
it's a good tool as
yeah,
well, not just for making calls and texting and what have you, social media or whatever. It's a tool that can be utilized.
right.
Google everything.
Yeah,
If you have questions about stuff, look it up on Google.
yeah, exactly. Right. Stay organized. But you're right. Google is like, thank God there's Google there, to ask anything. And my gosh, I know it's tremendous. Um, New thing. Mike, I'm not sure what that one is. Now bring up that newfangled technology. Like, probably,
You sound like my mom and dad.
we'll
Newfangled
just,
technology.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Um, True, Paul. The world in your hand. It really is. You see, Jay, how easy Jenny makes it. I know you've got it all figured out, Jenny.
Well, it took a lot of time to figure things out.
Really, 7
I
years.
also, one thing too is I need a schedule. I have to be on a schedule, a routine.
Yeah,
If my routine is thrown off, I'm thrown off.
right. It
So
is.
routines are important.
Right, right. Wow. Do you live close to your parents? Marina's asking.
I do not. My parents live in Connecticut and I'm in New Jersey down by Philadelphia.
Yes, exactly. Wow. So that's the answer there. So to end here, because I know Salud, I was going to say again in the beginning of, some of you may have missed it. Salud's Tom Williamson is birthdays today, so I know she's gonna come on 10 after my time, 11, 10 after 12 for your time, Jenny, and they're gonna celebrate. And their friend um, Bill is gonna say a few words as well. So
All
Paul,
right.
let's see. No,
Yes.
no, yeah, Paul, look at that. Jenny's so impressive and honest about yeah, right on. That's right. So, well, before we end, is there anything else you want to that we haven't covered that that you could? Because a lot of people out there are probably they like to hear these stories,
Well, I mean, as far as my story, it is what it is, and I've come to terms with that. It was hard for me to accept the new me and mourn the old me,
right?
but slowly I'm mourning the old me. I mean,
Right.
personality
Right.
wise, I'm still the same, but as far as my face droop on my left side, it took a while to embrace the new me.
Hmm. You don't. Yeah. You don't. I, yeah, I don't want to, but you don't. We don't see it.
Well, oh yeah, it's bad here.
Well, you notice it because of it's you, you know. So yeah, it looks you look wonderful, absolutely, and I'm so happy that you were able to be on the show and just share your story.
Thank you for having me, Jer.
Hey, absolutely, love to do it again too. And for those of you that um, I missed saying, and Jenna, we didn't say hello. Hello, everyone, and
I
that's right. Yes,
Laughter
Therese.
is the best medicine.
Yeah, absolutely, exactly. Yeah. So, well, shoot. Okay, so I'm just looking at the comments. We'll go back and see because this is actually, as you know, it's recorded on, not recorded, it's live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch,
Ooh,
all the above. So I appreciate you again, and thank you guys for being here. And again, remember Tom's birthday today. So
happy birthday, Tom Tom.
yes, and we will.
Happy heavenly
Yeah,
birthday.
absolutely. Pray to you. But we'll see that salute live here in about 20 minutes, um, 40 minutes, and their friend Bill. So you guys subscribe to that one guy's channel. Let's Talk Stroke, Jerry, on YouTube. I just have a few, but thank you once again, and you're wonderful. I appreciate it very much.
Thanks. Have a
You guys,
blessed day.
yes, all you.